the runtime polymorphism. What the runtime polymorphism is? Runtime polymorphism, first thing is that if you want to do the runtime polymorphism, then make sure your classes contain inheritance in their relationship. Okay, so it means for polymorphism, first thing that you need to done is your classes is inherited with each other. Otherwise they cannot achieve runtime polymorphism. I am talking about the runtime, I am not talking about the compile time. In compile time we don't need the inheritance. You can overload two methods in same class, but for runtime you need the inheritance among different classes or between two different classes. Runtime polymorphism is also known as the late binding, or it is known as the dynamic binding. Dynamic binding means at runtime your class will decide that if a class have two methods with the same name and with the same parameters, then which method compiler needs to execute, because the parameter list is different, the parameter list is same and the function name is same. So compiler is confused, I have to call the method of parent class or I need to call the method of the child class. So basically this is the concept of runtime polymorphism, and there are other names. As I already told you, runtime polymorphism is known as the late binding because it is decided at late, means during the runtime it is decided, so it is known as the late binding. And secondly, function, it is also known as the function override, because we are going to hide one method and compiler will hide one method and execute the other method with the same name. So it is known as the overriding as well. Method and runtime polymorphism is achieved through method overriding. So what is example? I'm going to give the example of this class. First thing is that in order to achieve the runtime polymorphism, we have a class company, and in class company we have a address method that have the return type void, and this method display a message. This is the address of Crunchify company. And in order to achieve the runtime polymorphism, what I need to inherit this company class. So I need the extend relationship. So I created another class eBay, that basically is also a kind of company. So eBay extend company means two classes get inherited. So it means we are going to achieve the polymorphism. So in this company class, we also define another method address. And you can see that both classes now have the same method address with the same name and with the same return type. So this is the method overriding, or you can say it is the runtime polymorphism, in which compiler is confused which method I need to call, either the company or either the parent class method or either the child class method. So if we are going to write the write main of this program, then we can see on the right side that for overriding we have the same name of the method. Both have the address. We must be in the different classes. Yes, we have inherited them. Same argument, means number of arguments are the same, sequence of the arguments are the same, and the type of arguments are same in both address function. Fourth concept is that inheritance must be present in your runtime polymorphism or method overriding. In other words, you cannot achieve runtime polymorphism if you don't have these 4 points added in your classes. So this is the main of my program. So this is initially main, as we have done in our previous classes, that in left hand side we use the reference variable of company, and in right side we created a new object. As already I have defined you that this company A reference variable contain the address of company class. So we can access all method with the help of this reference class. And now you can see that we have created the child class object here. First we have created the parent class company object, then we have give a reference variable B, and it contain the address of eBay class. Now you can access the functions or member function of your company class. A.address can access the company method, and B.address can access the child method. So whatever the reference variable is and what object the compiler created, it can access the method for that class. But there may be cases in which you have the reference of company and you have the object of child class. So this is the special case and in which you achieve the runtime polymorphism. So the output of this program is the class object. Whatever the object is created for the class, its method get executed. So but there is a condition for runtime polymorphism. What we need to change in the main, is that company can have many forms. That already I defined in the definition of polymorphism, that a person can have many forms. He can be a student, he can be a traveler, he can be a customer, XYZ. So as far as the company is concerned, we can create the object of the company in first is reference variable of the parent, and the object of company class parent is created. But in second case, here you can see we achieve in line number 2 in main, we use the reference of parent class, and with the help of new keyword, object is dynamically created on heap. For which class? Now object is created for eBay class, not for company class, because right hand side create object dynamically on heap for eBay. So now what you are going to access in this line, you can see that if you are going to use address method for class A, then A.address reference is the parent class and the object is as well as for the parent class. So obviously all the method of the company got called. But in second line for the object creation, now you can see that reference is for the parent, and this parent contains address of this child class. Okay, this parent object contains the address of this child class. So keep it in mind, whatever your class contains the object creation, or in other words, you can see that the class whose object is created, obviously the method of that class get the preference. Okay, and for example, this is the reference B. Now whatever you are going to call, you can call the B.address. So what happened? It runs the method in the eBay class, because reference not decide which method is called, means left hand side not decide. In polymorphism, always right hand side is going to decide which object is going to be created, because left hand side contain the address of right hand side class. So in this case, the child class method is get executed, that is the address is going to be executed, and it will override, means it hide the parent class, because parent class object is not created in second case. So this is the example of polymorphism. In whatever you can even detect your class contain the runtime polymorphism with the help of this main method. Whenever you see this, reference is for parent and child is for second class, that is the eBay. So it means there is some sort of runtime polymorphism. And in first case, you can see that the reference is for the parent and object is also for the parent class. This is not the type of runtime polymorphism. So this line basically defines how runtime polymorphism get executed. Now I am moving toward my Eclipse IDE in order to implement this concept of compile time and runtime polymorphism. I need to create first inheritance among the classes. So I have just one class. I am going to add one more class in my package. I am going to add a new class that is of type laptop. So you can see that I have added up one more class laptop, and I'm going to extend this class. Laptop basically extends product class. So this is the first thing. In order to achieve the runtime polymorphism, there must be inheritance between two classes. And second thing is that we want to assign same function in both class. So as my product class already contains display method that display the ID and name, and I basically override same method, or I am going to basically use same method in the laptop class. So what I'm going to do is, here for example I am going to add a attribute here, private. You can use integer. For example, I'm going to use the laptop years of warranty years, and similarly I am going to basically use a parameterized constructor here that is for the laptop class, and in this parameter you can use the parameter of what you can use the parameter of your parent class, and this class basically inherits the product. So product has already attributes ID and name, so I'm going to inherit these two attributes from the parent, int for example ID, and second string name, and third attribute is for the warranty. So this attribute is get inherited from this class warranty years, and here what I'm going to do is I'm using the super keyword, or as already mentioned in my previous class. Super basically take parameter of the product class. It will take what parameter? Super take the parameter of ID and name, and that is the beauty of inheritance. Child class can take the parameter of, or it can access the parameter of parent class. So in super I'm going to mention that it will take the ID and name from the parent class, and it will assign this basically points to current instance variable, and this basically whatever it contain in the parameterized constructor for the warranty value, it copy this warranty years here. So here we have done the basically we have done parameterized constructor. We have done with the parameterized constructor here, and inheritance we have completed. Now what we need to do is, here I need to add a extra method with the same name. So this is the overriding here. So for overriding I need the same method, that is the display, and this method is also present in the parent class. Parent class also contain the display. So same name with the same method with the same name and same parameter list, but it can print different things. So I am going to print here first. I am going to print the laptop ID is, in this case I am going to print the value of ID. Similarly I am going to print other attribute. I am going to print the attribute laptop name is, here I am going to print the value of the name, and third what I am going to print is ID is this one, and then ID is this, and the laptop warranty years are this one. So warranty years, here I am going to print just warranty years. So this is the display method, and this is the display method for the child class, and this is the display method for our product class. One more thing is that what I need to do is here, just I have done with it. Now I want to change my base class main method. Now I want to create the concept of which type of polymorphism? Runtime polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism. For the runtime polymorphism, what I need to do is I need to create the object, another object, product P already product is created for the first object for the runtime. Now I am creating this for the basically for the runtime polymorphism. So what I am going to add is I am going to give the reference for the product class, that is the parent, and with that reference I am going to achieve the runtime polymorphism with the help of child class, that is the laptop. And here in parameter you can give the parameter because our parameterized constructor for the child class contain these parameter ID, name, warranty years. So these parameter are copied from here when the laptop object is created. Product ID is 1, product name is the Dell product, and third is the warranty years are basically 2 years of warranty. So these values are copied from this object to the child class constructor. And then we want, now we have two display method. So this is the example of runtime polymorphism. Left hand side is the reference for the parent product, and right hand side is the object creation for the laptop class. So object is created for the laptop class. It means laptop class function is going to be called, means laptop display method is called, this display method is called, and it will hide which method? It will hide or it will override the method of product class. So product class display method is going to be hide. This method is child class override this parent class method in runtime polymorphism. So as I am going to access this product object PE dot, now I can access the, you can see there here I can access calculate display method. This is the display method. This not give me the display of the parent class. Basically this calls the child class method. So as I'm going to execute this, now you can see that this is the laptop ID is 1, laptop name is the Dell, and secondly laptop warranty is 2 years. So what you have seen there, in this case this is the runtime, this is due to the runtime polymorphism, that if a class have two functions with the same name and with the same parameters, with the same name in the parent class display method and in the child class method with the same name display method, and it will basically hide method of the parent class, and child class method get executed. So this is the polymorphism concept, and this is the concept of runtime polymorphism, or we can say that it is the late binding. So hopefully these two concepts are clear to you regarding to the polymorphism. Thank you very much.